Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Dewey's Bingo for another week of fun and exciting bingo games. Now, hopefully, you can help a battle out to see who the winners are today. And this week, our special host once again is Captain Billy. Yay!
Ahoy there!
Captain Billy, glad to
Hello.
have you here.
Thank you.
And you'll have to be nice now while you play and let some other people win once in a while.
Darn.
And so far we have Larry is in the chat, but I don't see anybody else yet. So hopefully we'll get some other people in here. Let's see where we've got. Yeah, we've only got one person in here according to YouTube. So hopefully others will come in here shortly. If not, it'll be a battle between you and Larry again.
Right. I'm ready.
Hey, Danny made it in. Hello, Danny. Glad to see you.
Ahoy there, seaman.
Sorry you're not feeling the best, but we'll keep hoping good thoughts for you. Don't forget to click up at the top of your YouTube chat and then get your bingo card. And let me grab that. I'll put my link here in the chat as well. So
Can't put me in the cage, Larry. Ahoy there, Billy. Yeah, Manola.
Welcome to the game. Glad to see you. Now you've got some competition. So I just posted the link to get your bingo card. So go ahead and click on that. And once we get a few people's cards in here, we'll get playing. This week, the game should go a lot smoother because the pool of possibilities is a whole lot smaller. Don't worry, Larry. I'm not starting yet. Hey, Scott's here. Welcome. Glad to see you. Grab you a card and let's see if we can beat these guys.
Ahoy there, Scottsdale Scott.
I saw your video today about the four-wheelers in the desert of Arizona. That looked pretty fun. Hey, Anthony's here today. Hello, Anthony. Glad to have you here. Welcome aboard. Oh, that's your line.
Still my gimmick. I see how it is.
Hey, Cindy. Glad to see you here as well. Everybody make sure to get your cards so we can get playing here. Hey, Danny. Thanks for coming. Glad to see you here today.
Ahoy there, Danny D.
The link is should be pinned at the top of the YouTube chat, and I'm sending the link here in this chat as well.
I am Dewey. I'm streaming to my channel too. I try to get some more people to come in, and I don't have the link pinned on mine. If you go to Dewey's Bingo on YouTube, the link will be pinned there, but I'll try to pin it on mine.
Huh, I wonder why they're not seeing the link.
I don't know. I'll post it on see if it will go on mine.
You see that? You got to play with both hands behind your back.
That's not fair.
No, Scott, you're not an idiot. Sometimes it's just hard to find that stuff, so don't feel bad. Oh, I see. You were in the captain's link. That's why. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to show you out on that too.
Yep, he's in the Dewey's Bingo chat now, so
Okay, good.
that's no
Excellent.
problem seeing it.
Yeah,
Okay.
go back to my live stream. Go head on over to Dewey's
Yep.
Bingo. All the actions taking place at Dewey's Bingo.
We got 5 people playing now. We'll give it a couple more minutes here, and if nobody else comes, we'll get the first game started. Today's games will be, as you can see on your cards, bingo or cruise logos. And a lot of these you probably won't recognize because a lot of them are Europe. I see Anthony's got in there too, so we got some more competition.
So do make sure you subscribe and click that bell notification on Dewey's Bingo.
Most definitely. And share it out everywhere you go. We want to get some big groups in here playing.
The more people we get, the prizes will be coming soon. So.
Yes, if we can get a lot of people playing, then once we get 100 subscribers and at least 20 people playing, we'll have a big bingo game on gems and jewels, and we'll have actual prizes from Effie Jewelry to give away, including the grand prize drawing. Every time you win one, all during the time we're playing, you get entered in the spreadsheet, and it's like getting a raffle ticket. When we have the big one, we'll draw a number, and whoever is on that line on the spreadsheet, they will win the big grand prize. Don't know what it'll be yet, but I've been promised that they will get something for me, so I'll let you know when I know. Hey, Nightbot's working. I didn't even do that on my own. It must do it by itself.
That's good.
I
Might be my Nightbot. Maybe that's going off.
Well, at least it showed up. So I always wondered how you activate that. Well, I guess we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards up, so I guess we'll go ahead and get started here. Okay, and as you guys see, this will be our calling board, and I will bring them up. You'll see the logos as well as the names, so you don't have to try to guess what they are. Don't forget to mark your card when one comes up. And first off, we need to select what game we're going to play today. So let me bring up the list of bingo cards we have. So does anybody have a preference as to which one we want to play today? Of course, the coverall will always be the last game of the evening.
Can't see the patterns, Dewey.
Oh, okay. Let me remove. There. Does it show up now?
Yep, there it goes.
Okay. And on my screen, it was on top of the calling thing. The calling thing must have blocked it on the other screen. So. Okay, Larry votes for Anchor. I was thinking about that.
That's my.
That's your choice too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Blaine's here. Hello, Blaine. Glad to have you here.
Hi there, Blaine.
Don't forget to get you a card. We're just getting ready to get started. Okay, I think we'll go with the Anchor. I like that thought.
Sounds good.
All righty, so we'll turn that off and we'll get the Anchor up in the corner. Where is the Anchor? Oh, there it is. Okay, so we have the Anchor up in the corner. All righty, everybody. Well, let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards playing. We're doing well today, so we'll get started with the game. And the first draw today. Whoops, I did the wrong thing again. I clicked on the screen instead of on the calling thing. Oh, okay. American Cruise Lines. That is the river cruise here in the U.S. They do most of the major rivers. I've been on it for the Mississippi River and on the Columbia River out in Oregon. And they're really, some of their ships are the old-fashioned paddle wheels, and some of them are also more modern-looking ships. So
I'd like to go on that. I'd like to go on a river cruise.
It's a good experience. I really like it, and I encourage people to do so. It's a lot smaller crowd. I think we had about 150 or 170 maybe at the most. So you don't have as many features. You don't have a pool on a lot of the ships. You don't have a casino. But it's a nice, close-knit group of people, and it's a lot of fun. Let's see. Okay, Anthony here says, hey, Cruising Koozies, welcome. Glad to see you here as well.
Ahoy there.
Grab you a card. We're just getting started. And Anthony, the American Queen is different from American Cruise Lines. American Queen has gone bankrupt, and they sold off their ships, but I do not know who they sold their ships to. There was a big auction for them a few weeks back. I don't know if American Cruise Lines bought them or if somebody else bought them or what. I haven't heard yet. But they went under, so I'm glad American Cruise Lines stayed up because I like them. Okay, our next logo is Saga Cruises. They're another, I believe, European one. A lot of these, if we don't see them here, they're probably all European. There's a few Asian ones in here. So. Okay, our next one will be Mystic Cruises. I think this one is from England. There's a lot of them from England as well.
Never heard of it.
I hadn't either till I found it for this game. That one, it definitely I don't think comes over this way because I've never seen it or heard of it. So, and our next one, Aida Cruises. I have seen a couple of those ships when I was traveling in the Eastern Caribbean.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, our next cruise line is Star Cruises. I believe this one is a like either a river cruise or like a large yacht type cruise line. And I think it's from England. Our next one, Disney Cruise Line. Everybody's heard of that one.
Yep. Expensive.
Oh yeah. Yep, that is definitely one I'd like to go on, but I think it's going to be a long ways away before that happens. And then we have Riviera River Cruises. They're another our European brand. Is the music too loud in the background?
Sounds good to me.
Okay. I know that was one of my complaints last night on the Wheel of Travel. The music was always drowning out the speakers, and I wanted to make sure that wasn't happening here.
Yep, Larry's audio good. All right.
The Wheel of Travel is one of Larry's new shows. It'll be, I think it's going to be moved to Wednesday evenings instead of Tuesday. But once he gets a good number of players there, he will be starting a tournament with a very nice ending prize for the tournament winner. So, hey, James, welcome to the group. Glad to see you.
And Najuma Brown, the weather Najuma.
Oh, hey, Najuma, I didn't even see you there. Glad to see you here as well. Grab you guys a card, and we'll get playing here. So we've had a few called. If you get some cards, I can go back to the history list so you can see. We're playing the anchor shape. No, it will not tell you if you automatically win. You have to keep track of that.
Yep.
But I can see your cards on my end here, so I can tell while we have this few of people that I can often tell if somebody is winning. Okay, Club Larry says here, the Wheel of Travel will be on Wednesday evenings at 9 p.m. Eastern or 6 p.m. Pacific time starting next week. We had a lot of fun last night, so if you like the Wheel of Fortune, and Wheel of Travel is the same way, but with a travel theme, so be sure to drop them a line and let them know if you'd like to play. You, too, can play the Wheel of Travel.
There's a lot of bankrupt and a lot of stickers. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Now, we hit that a lot last night. Okay, our next one is Dewey Cruises. I believe they are a British company. I have seen that in the Eastern Caribbean. And they also have subsidiary companies as well. I noticed when I was researching. Okay, our next cruise line is P&O Cruises. Larry was mentioning that one here just a bit ago. They're another cruise from England, I believe.
Yep.
They have P&O Australia as well. They have cruises in Australia. And then we have Poseidon Cruises. That one I've never heard of, but I think it's another European one. And then the next one is Azamara. They're a luxury cruise line. I was booked to be on them a few different times, but thanks to COVID and other things, I kept getting canceled. So I haven't been on them yet, but I would really like to give them a try.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
I've got a few friends who sail on them a lot, and they really speak highly of it. So I really want to give it a try. Our next one is Princess Cruises. That's the one I'll be on next weekend.
Awesome.
Larry says the bougie cruise line for Azamara. Yep, that's probably true. But it's nice. I love all the videos, and I like the pictures that friends have shared, and I'd love to try it. Okay, our next cruise line is Hapag-Lloyd. Now you see a lot of them in shipping. They have a lot of automobile carriers. I passed a giant one in the Panama Canal a couple of years ago, and they're huge. But they also have a few cruise lines. I think they do a lot of stuff like up in the northern Baltic and stuff. Anthony, I will be on the Enchanted Princess right out of here in Fort Lauderdale. Yeah, our next cruise line is Seabourn. Yeah, it also is a luxury cruise line.
Heard of it.
They have a number of different kinds of ships. I think they have some sailing ships and some like big size yachts and smaller cruise ships. So. And our next one is Norwegian Cruise Line. That's what we'll be on for the Rock and Roll Cruise next year.
Awesome.
Looking forward to that trip. And our next one is Vertigruten. They also are another mainly shipping company, but they also have, I think they have a lot of like ferries, and I think they have some small cruise ships as well. Then we have Dream Cruises. I believe this one is one of the subsidiaries of Dewey. I think it's more like the yacht size and riverboat type size. Then we have Crystal Cruises. That's another luxury cruise line. I think they recently bought out another cruise line that went bankrupt and changed names to Crystal.
Ahoy there, Sharon. Cruising scene.
Oh, okay. Welcome. Glad to have you here in the game. And our next trip is the Margaritaville at Sea. Currently, they go out of West Palm Beach, but they are starting in June, I believe, in Tampa. And they'll be sailing to Key West in the Western Caribbean. So I think they have 4 and 5 day cruises, whereas the one in Palm Beach is just a 2-day cruise. I want to go on that because I believe the one out of Tampa is a the same class as Horizon and Vista class ship.
Yeah.
Hey, Michael Ann, welcome.
Ahoy.
Just watching tonight? Well, hopefully you'll enjoy watching and listening to us.
She doesn't want to lose to me. That's why.
We need more people playing so people can beat the captain.
No, can't beat the captain.
Okay, our next line is Tradewind Voyages. I think they're one of the like sailing boat type cruise lines. Then we also have Holland America. That was the one that I was on in March. I like Holland America. And hopefully I'll be on that in August as well. We got a Epic Jewelry rented out the whole ship.
Oh, there you go.
Should be very interesting. It's interesting enough when they just have the VIP cruises with 20 people. I hate to imagine what it's like with 2,000 people. Then we have Cunard.
Heard of it.
Good old royal cruise from England. I was on one of their ships in Alaska last year. Then we have Pearl Seas. Don't know much about that, so I'm assuming it's either a British or European one as well. And then we have Sea Dream Yacht Club. These are big yachts that are sail like a cruise ship. And then we have Royal Caribbean. One of our favorites over here.
Well, they've been on one.
Now, hopefully you'll get a chance to be on more. They got really good programs for casino deals.
Yeah. Well, I've got some free cruise offers, just haven't been able to take advantage of them yet.
Our next ship is Avalon Waterways. That is a European river cruise. I saw some of those ships when I was in Germany on the river. What's interesting when you're on the river cruises, because the rivers are much narrower, often the ships will park side by side. So if you're not the one right against the shore, sometimes you have to walk from your ship through the other ships to get onto the shore.
I saw that on Peril DJ. D&J were doing that. So I saw that.
We had one of our ports, we had 2 ships we had to walk through. We had to go up to the top of ours, cross over to the top of that one, then go down to the bottom and cross over into the other one to get onto the land. But by the time we got back from our excursion, the other 2 had left and we were right against the shore. So we didn't have to cross through them. Okay, the next one is Oceania Cruises. They're another, I think they're a luxury cruise line as well. Kind of a high, at least a high-end cruise line. I don't know if they're full luxury, but. Then we have Viking Cruises. They have mainly known for their river cruises, but they also have ocean cruises as well. Ooh, yeah, we have a few people that are getting close here. Okay, we've got Carnival. That's a lot of people's favorites here. I got an offer from them today. I got to read the email up and see what it's for. And Windstar Cruises, I know they have the sailing ship. Then Celebrity Cruises. I do like Celebrity, especially the Edge class ships. I really like those. And then we have 7C, Region 7 Seas. I've been on that one. That definitely is, that's like considered a 6-star cruise line. They are high-end, they are expensive, they are luxury, but surprisingly, when I was on them, I thought their entertainment was low-end. At one time, I even described it that I've had better entertainment at a backyard barbecue. They were, you would expect on a 6-star cruise line to have something, the best of the best, but
right.
But yeah, it wasn't, and their brass railings were dull and dingy, and I complained about it, and they said it was because of the chemicals they had to use because of COVID, and I just looked them straight in the face and I said, "That's bullshit." That I've been on an awful lot of cruises and I can brush my teeth in everybody else's railings, and I see people polishing them day after day. So there's no excuse for them to look like this when we pay this kind of money. They never did get polished up the whole time we were on the cruise, but at least I let my opinion be known. The food was excellent, Anthony. The casino was very small, but the food was terrific. I did they had a champagne brunch. It's kind of like a wine tasting, but with champagne. And it was like a 7-course meal for lunch. It's like, oh my God, by the time I got done with that, I don't think I had room for dinner. Most time when you do a wine tasting, you just get a little bit. They had a different champagne for every course, and they kept filling your glass every time you emptied it. I finally had to cut them off because I was never going to survive to get through the 7th course.
It's like bottomless mimosas.
Yeah. And on top of that, I had a gentleman that was sitting at my table since we were solos. It was just the two of us. He knew champagnes, and he was because they were telling you a lot about them, but they didn't tell you the prices. He knew the prices, and I know that at least one of them was a $500 bottle of champagne.
Wow!
And they went through a bunch of it. And they also had a caviar and Courvoisier tasting, and all kinds of different tastings of fancy liqueurs and stuff. And the caviar was good too. Yeah, next one is Celestial Cruises. They're a high-end cruise line, relatively new, I believe. Yes, Larry, I would call Cunard a little on the bougie side. But they're very nice. They're very classy, very they're more of the old style cruising with a lot of wood and stuff like that, but they don't look old and worn out. It's well appointed and a lot of nice art and stuff like that. I enjoyed it. And they really have good service too. And then we have Virgin Voyages. Good old Virgin. I'd love to get on them again.
Well, they wouldn't be a virgin then again.
I didn't realize that when I said that. But if those of you who haven't been on Virgin before, you ought to give it a try. It's all adult and it's a lot of fun. Then we have Silver Sea.
Heard of it.
Yep, I think they're more of the higher end. Most of the European ones are higher end. About the only low end they have is Wind Carnival's over there, I think. Then we have American Queen Voyages, which at the time I put this together, they were still in business. They're not anymore, but. Then we have MSC Cruises. I do like the MSC ships as well.
I do too.
Oh, yeah, we got a couple of people up here with our two away. Let's see what happens.
No worries. Right.
Emerald Waterway. I believe they are a river cruise in Europe. Then we have Marella Cruises. Don't know much about this one, but I think they are another European, probably a river cruise.
Probably.
Then we have Costa Cruises. Some of the Italian-themed carnival ships are former Costa Cruises.
We'll be on 2 of them coming up.
I'm jealous too, because every time I see these videos of all these different ones, my cousin has been on the ones out of New York. I've seen a lot of videos recently of the people on the Firenze out of California. Oh, I want to be on one of those. And then we have Sea Cloud Cruises. And then Fred Wilson Cruise Lines.
Larry says I got bingo.
You what?
Larry says bingo.
All right, let's see. Yep, he's got bingo.
Red.
Way to go, Larry. Let me get over here and get the... We have a winner.
Ooh.
Let's see if anybody else has one.
I still need 2 more.
Yep, you were down to 2. And Anthony needed 1.
Larry, that was just the practice round, Larry.
Yep, and Danny was down to 1. Cindy was down to 2. Well, it was a close game for everybody. All righty. Well, way to go. Let me make a note of this because I don't have my spreadsheet up. All right. Okay, so I'm going to scramble the cards here and clear them. So we're ready for it. Now we have 10 cards in play. I'm not sure if some of these are gone and missing, so if they stay blank this game, I'll remove them. And we'll go over here, and if Larry won, he gets to pick the next pattern. So Larry, what would you like the next pattern to be?
Better pick a good one.
Yes, I did notice, Larry. Quite a few people play that way. I play that way a lot of times as well when I'm playing on the ships. So.
Yep, me too.
I believe he's in chat. Everybody's in chat on the YouTube side, Anthony. Okay, Larry wanted the I formation. Okay, so we'll go turn that off and turn on the I in the corner. Okay, everybody ready to go? Here comes the bingo calling card. And our first one is, Fred Olson again. I swear we're not just continuing where the other one left off. This just happened to be randomly selected that way.
Not on my card.
And our next card, our next cruise is Silver Sea. Then we have Sea Cloud Cruises. Yeah, Anthony, I see Larry in on the YouTube side. He's on the Dewey's Bingo site. So,
trying to get people to come over from my channel to your channel, get you some subscribers. And
but Anthony was not seeing his chat appear, but I see him in the Dewey's Bingo chat because I got that up on my screen. So. Okay, our next cruise line is Sea Dream Yacht Club. And then we have Celebrity Cruises. Followed next by Marella Cruises. Then we have Carnival. That should be easy for people to find.
That's our next cruise, Carnival Spirit.
That's out of New Orleans, right?
Mobile.
Mobile. Oh, that's right, Mobile. Then we have Mystic Cruises. And Ponant, or Ponant. yacht cruises and expedition cruises. So they got the big yachts and the smaller ships, so they can go to places like Antarctica and little out of the way places that the big ships can't fit. Then we have P&O cruises. Then we have Poseidon cruises. Remember the movie The Poseidon Adventure?
Yep.
Despite that, we still cruise. I think there's like 4 or 5 different versions of that movie now. We have trade wind voyages. And Hurtigruten.
Hurtigruten.
I bet you that's German.
Sounds like it.
And then Seaborne cruises. And Holland America. Followed by Windstar cruises.
Larry says from first to worst. That's good, Larry.
Well, there's still time, Larry. There's still time. Our next one is Oceanic cruises. Followed by Viking cruises. Then we have Azamara. And Virgin Voyages. And Saga Ocean Cruises. And Dream Cruises. Followed by Scenic Luxury Cruises and Tours. I think this one is an Asian one. We have Star Cruises again.
Larry has a question in the chat.
What do you think? The first Margaritaville was old and needed a lot of work, but for what you're paying, it's not bad. I would do it again. The food was okay. I wouldn't call it top of the line, but it wasn't bad. I loved the casino. I did well in the casino, but at that time they didn't have a casino program, even though they've got it online at their Margaritaville resorts. They now have it available online, and they also have a match program. So if you are rated on somebody else, either online or on land or on ship, you can send that information to them and get offers from them as well. So I hope to use that to get on the one in Tampa.
Yeah.
Then we have MSC Cruises. And Royal Caribbean. And speaking of Margaritaville, It'd be nice to get a group cruise on the newer Margaritaville this summer. That would be fun.
Yeah.
Disney Cruise Line. Larry was asking if anybody's done the cruise too, where you stay a couple nights and then come back. The one from West Palm does have that available. You can take a 2-day cruise over and stay a few days at their resort and then catch it coming back. And they have a plan now where you pay I can't remember the amount of money, but you pay a lump sum and you can cruise as much as you want all year long. Yep. The only thing is they can't be back to back. You got to have at least one cruise in between it. And they said a lot of people buy those who work in the Bahamas, and they use that as their shuttle to get back and forth to the Bahamas.
That works.
It's cheaper than the ferry and stuff or flying.
Yeah. Oh, ahoy there, Chad.
Glad to see you here. Welcome. Hopefully you'll get a card and play with us. The next cruise is Region 7C. Then we have Emerald Waterways.
No, Larry, no. Stop.
Haha. That's all right. Billy's closer than you, Larry.
Yeah, I got 4. 4 to go. Oh, 3.
So yeah, we got one person that's down to 3. Riviera Cruises is the next one. See another person with 3.
Ahoy there, Ryan.
Hey, Ryan, welcome. Glad to see you here today. Hopefully you'll hang around and grab a card and play. This game is getting close to done. And then we have Celestial Cruises. And then we have Norwegian Cruise Line. Followed by Cunard. And Princess Cruises. And Emma Waterways. That's another river cruise in Europe.
A lot of river cruises.
Oh, yeah. Lots of them in Europe. You can find dozens of those ships on the river any one day. Then we have Costa Cruises. Followed by American Queen Voyages. The former American Queen Voyages. And then Crystal Cruises. And American Cruise Lines. Oh, that puts Larry down to 1.
Oh, no, not 1.
Captain Billy's got 2. Cindy's got 3.
Wait.
Anthony has 2. And Danny has 3.
Good.
Okay, we got Avalon Waterways. And Aida Cruises.
1 to go.
That puts Anthony down to 1. A lot of 1-to-goers. And Pearl Seas Cruises. Uh-oh, guess what?
Oh, no. 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 Red.
And we have a winner. Way to go, Larry.
Boo.
2 in a row.
How do I delete him?
I don't think you have that power.
Block Larry.
Okay, everybody. There's the QR code for the PayPal account if you'd like to donate anything to our bingo game here, so that eventually when we start having prizes, we'll be able to afford them. I'm trying to, there it is. I want to turn off the chat thing there so you can see the whole, there we go. And when we start playing for prizes, I've got some things I can give away as prizes, but we can also possibly play for money, and we'll see how people feel about all that. So.
Larry gets Monopoly money.
All righty, so Larry, you once again get to pick the next bingo game. And while you're doing that, I'll go in here and mix things up for the next game. I think Captain Controversy has left. His card was blank. Okay, the cards are now re-scrambled and cleared and ready for the next game. And we go into the chat here. See what Larry picked. The X, all right. Let's go in here and turn off that, turn on the X. So you have to do both diagonals to win this one. And you already get the center one, so that's a freebie. Okay, those of you that joined late, let me go ahead and post a link for a card so you can go ahead and get a card to play. Okay, and in the chat, you'll see the link for to get your card to play. You can play on a phone, on a tablet, on a PC. You can have multiple tabs open if you want to play multiple cards. Oh, I see our new members have gotten the cards, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players again this game. We're doing good.
It's good.
All righty. Well, let's get started then. Michael Ann said she was watching, but she still got time to get a card, Michael Ann. Remember, if you win, you could get in the drawing for some nice jewelry eventually. All righty, let's get started. Our first one, whoops, I got to put it up on screen. Okay, our first one is Aida. And our next cruise line is Oceania.
Larry wants a yellow diamond.
You must be, sorry, it's gone. You passed up your chance. Unless, of course, Kathy donates one for the grand prize. So. There, next one is Holland America. Then we have P&O Cruises. And Avalon Waterways. followed by Dream Cruises. And Royal Caribbean. And Sea Dream Yacht Club. Followed by Windstar Cruises. And Poseidon Cruises. And Celestial Cruises. And Celebrity Cruises.
You better not, Larry. You better not say anything.
And Fred Olsen Cruise Line. And then we have Cunard. Followed by Norwegian. Next one is Silver Sea. Followed by Regent Seven Seas Cruises. And then we have Star Cruises. Followed by Dewey Cruises. Yeah, so we got one person down to 3.
Jeez.
Another at 5. A few at a bunch.
Yeah, some at 6, like me. I think I got Larry's card.
Then we got Hapag Lloyd. Followed by Cruises. Hey, welcome. Glad to see you here. And then we have Crystal Cruises.
As Eddie would say, who let that guy in here?
Yeah, we'll let anybody in here if they're playing.
Even Eddie.
Then we have Scenic Luxury Cruises and Tours.
Larry.
And MSC Cruises. Virgin Voyages. Followed by Amma Waterways. And Hurtigruten. That one's just fun to say.
Yeah.
Then we have Sea Cloud Cruises. And Margaritaville at Sea.
That's cool music. I like the music, Larry.
I thought this one sounded good for bingo music.
It's pretty catchy.
I got another one. I don't know if I put it in here yet that I really like. One of my favorite little old classic tunes. Let's see if I've got it in here. Nope, I don't have it in here yet. See if I can find it.
Well, it's a good thing you're a chair dancer, not a pole dancer, Larry.
Oh, I can't find the song. So.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah. But a lot of you probably reckon it's Popcorn by Hot Butter.
Oh, okay. Yep.
I love that. I've won so many radio contests with that when it comes up as an answer for trivia because so many people don't know what that is. Yeah. Eventually, I hope to use that in my intro video. Well, look at it this way, Larry. At least you won't have to worry about falling too far.
Larry, you just got to move to Florida. Get yourself a house with a pool in it. I just got some popcorn yesterday from Crunch.
Oh, that sounds good. And we have Viking cruises.
There you go.
And Mystic cruises.
There you go, Larry.
And Carnival cruises.
Yay.
And Emerald Waterways.
Oh. The card's not moving.
Oh, wonder what's going on here. Okay. There we go. You must have clicked on the wrong link somewhere.
Yeah.
Then we have Seaborn. And Chad, I got good news for you. Your card is a winner. Even though you haven't got all of them marked, it shows here that you just forgot to mark them. So welcome as a new player here. You are today's winner of this game.
Hey, Chad.
Yay, Chad.
At least Larry didn't win.
Okay, let's bring up the bingo winner. Yay!
Hey, Chad.
Yep, my software doesn't tell me when someone wins because it doesn't know the pattern we're playing, but it does show me what has been called, so I was able to see that for you. So congratulations, Chad. Okay, now as the winner, you get to pick the next game. What pattern would you like to play?
I still need 3 more on that game. You may or may not be in the chat.
Well, Chad, if you're still here, we'd like for you to pick the next pattern.
Yep, Chad, pick a pattern.
We're good. So if you can pick the pattern for the game, we'll get ready to play another game. Well, since he hasn't picked one, I'll pick the sixth one, so it looks like a C for Chad.
Sounds good.
Okay, and where's that at? There it is, right there. Okay, so it's up in the corner, and we get ready to play for the cent sign bingo. So you need that pattern to win. Okay, okay, there's my mouse at the right spot. Okay, our first one is Royal Caribbean. And our next one, the Disney Cruise Line. Followed by Poseidon Cruises.
Got that one.
And Fred Olsen Cruise Lines. Then we have Ponant. And Margaritaville at sea. Followed by Holland America. And then Avalon Waterways. And Dewey Cruises. Followed by Mystic Cruises. And Princess Cruises. And our next one is Region 7 Seas. Followed by Celestial Cruises. And Viking Cruises. Sea Cloud Cruises. And Carnival Cruises.
Yay.
And Virgin Voyages. And Hapag Lloyd. Canard. And Seabourn Cruises. And Hurtigruten.
Hurtigruten.
Sounds like something the Muppets would say.
Yeah.
Hurtigruten.
Or Farfignugan.
Yeah. And we have Scenic Luxury Cruises and Tours. And Crystal Cruises. And Saga Cruises. And Pearl Seas Cruises. And American Cruise Lines. Followed by Swan Hellenic. I think that's the first time this one's shown up.
Yep.
And MSC Cruises. And Amma Waterways. Followed by Costa Cruises. Azamara Cruises. Silver Sea.
3 to go.
Let's see, 4, a 2, 3, pardon me, and a 4. Okay, we got Celebrity Cruises. Followed by P&O Cruises. Oceana Cruises. Dream Cruises. Tradewind Voyages.
Uh-oh.
Windstar. Oh, I see somebody's down to 1.
Uh-oh.
Cindy's down to 1. Anthony's down to 2. Ryan's down to 3. Captain Billy's down to 3, and Larry's down to 2. Aida. I believe we have a winner.
Oh, no.
See if they realize it.
Yep.
Way to go, Cindy! Yay!
Yay.
Okay, we have a winner! Way to go! Well, at least we're getting some new winners in the mix today.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Should be me winning, but.
Okay, so now with our final game, we always play coverall. So you see that up in the corner. Let me go get things set up here. Okay, re-scramble the call list. Re-scramble the cards. All righty, everybody ready to go?
Ready.
Okay, so now you got to cover every square on your card to be a winner. Okay, here we go. And I'll go through them a little bit quicker now and less chatter in between since we've seen most of them. Then we got Virgin Voyages. And Fred Olsen Cruise Line. Hertegruten. Hertegruten.
Yeah.
An American Cruise Line. And Pearl Seas Cruises. Oceania Cruises. Sea Cloud Cruises. Dream Cruises. Avalon Waterways. Scenic Luxury Cruises and Tours.
Larry likes coverall.
Disney Cruise Line. Let's hope it's kind to others as well. Silver Sea. Tradewind Voyages. Holland America. Seabourn Cruises. Saga Cruises. Riviera River Cruises. Crystal Cruises. Viking Cruises. American Queen Voyages. Swan Hellenic. Celebrity Cruises. Emerald Waterways. Azamara Cruises. Royal Caribbean. MSC Cruises. Costa Cruises. Windstar Cruises. Mystic Cruises. Star Cruises. NCL. Region 7 Seas. Poseidon Cruises. P&O Cruises. Sea Dream Yacht Club. Dewey Cruises. Hammer Waterways. Carnival.
Yay.
Conant. Canard. Marella Cruises. And we got a couple of people down to one. Let's see, a 4, a 2, and another 4. So
I think I'm at 4.
Celestial Cruises. And Princess Cruises. Margaritaville at Sea. And I do believe that will be a winner.
Oh no!
Let's see if they notice it.
Oh! Not Larry! Ooh.
Way to go, Anthony.
Oh, Anthony.
Yep.
Anthony and Mary?
No, Larry doesn't have it. Oh, hold it.
I saw Larry first.
Yep, Larry does. He just didn't have one square marked.
Okay. Yay, Anthony, boo, Larry.
Way to go, guys. So that gave, we got some 3 new winners and 1 old winner 3 times.
Still rigged.
Captain, you were down to 1.
Wow, I was probably missed a couple. Yeah.
Yep, you had a couple that had missed. Cindy was down to 1. And Ryan was down to 1. It was a close game. It was a close game. Way to go, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed this. Don't forget that to start playing for prizes, we need to collect up a prize pool. I've got some things that I will add. And if you want to donate some money to go towards the prize pool, you can click on the PayPal link there. That should be fun when we get to that point as well.
Oh yeah.
But I know it. I just enjoy playing bingo for bingo's sake.
Yeah.
I'm always searching for apps on my phone that don't require a bunch of bullshit stuff so that you can just play the game. Because I enjoy playing the game.
Yeah.
And that's how I found this particular app. I was just creating bingo games because a lot of the YouTube shows, especially, or even TV shows that I watch frequently, I would make a list of frequent terms or activities. And it's kind of like the drinking game, where something happens, you take a drink. Well, I would play bingo while I watched the shows, and it's like, oh, they said this or they did this, and it would be on my card. So,
yeah.
Well, Cindy, we're glad to have you here as well. Anthony, glad you joined us as well. And Ryan, glad to have you here. I don't know if Chad's still in the chat because he didn't play the last couple of games, but we're glad to have you here as the winner as well.
No, Larry, they're not. And anybody that's on Captain Billy J's Travel YouTube channel, head on over to Dewey's Bingo. That's where the bingo takes place. I'm just filling in for today. Yeah, go over to Dewey's Bingo, subscribe, and like, hit the thumbs up button.
Yeah, we're up to 8 whole subscribers. Woo! We've only got 92 more to go. Oh, goodness gracious. But I'm glad that everybody comes here to have fun with us. And I know I enjoy it. Next week, let's see, what should we play next week? Let me check my list here. I don't have one made up yet. So, do you want to keep it with a cruise theme or do a different theme?
Oh, Danny says classic cars.
Classic cars, okay. That sounds like a good one. That was one of the first ones I had on my list. So, I don't open up a lot of things on the computer, so it doesn't slow down the feed.
Good idea.
But yeah, we'll do classic cars next week. And then I haven't decided yet. Depends how things go. But for the week, I'll be on the cruise. I don't know if I'll be able. I don't know if I'm going to be able to afford the Wi-Fi on the ship, and how good it will be. So what I may do is pre-record the games, which will basically it'll be just like you're watching it live, except I will have to go through. I will go through the whole thing, and we won't know. I mean, it won't know to stop when somebody wins. So, some of you guys will have to help me monitor who wins, or I can read the chat later when I get back to find out who the winner is and verify things. But if I can get it all made up before I leave on the cruise, we'll do that. Otherwise, I'm not sure.
Okay.
The person that gave me the cruise said the Wi-Fi was pretty good on the ship there, so we'll see what happens. If I have good connection, see where we're going to be that day. That day is 18, 20. I think we'll be at a port I'm not getting off the ship for, so I'll be available. Okay. So we'll see what happens. I'll keep you guys informed. So in the meantime, thank you, Captain Billy, for helping keep an eye on things for me tonight. I appreciate it once again.
No problem.
And sorry you didn't get to win any this week. But
hey, rigged. Hey.
That'll just get you more excited next week.
Yes.
And everybody, we will see you next Wednesday at 5 p.m. right here. Thank you, everybody, and have a good evening.
Bye.